Presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go, set. Fight, 97.
Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Hut.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Red, cycle. Smash, red. Ready.
First down, here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. The Falcons at 4-3, a game over 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Okay, ready?
It's Young on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make...
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Young will set to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Falcon football.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black shot.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one. So they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Ritter off to play fake. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Ready?
Ritter going to sneak it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Hurry, hurry. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh, my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there to go for. I get it if it's late 4th quarter. Well, it paid off. I guess the end justifies the means, right?
It certainly does. Had to be more than a gut feeling there. Had to be just total confidence they would pick it up.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2nd down, Young. It's caught by Sanders. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9. Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready.
To throw, Young. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Wait.
Back to throw. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Slide through. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Okay.
Now, they'd
ready?
really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Strike.
Ritter going to change it up.
Blue check. Set.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Coup for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
there he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
28, Panthers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Working from the gun, Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Right.
47-yard line.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Ready.
On 1st down, Ritter. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Blaster, 6. Hut.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
10 cycles. Ready.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
On the Set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now Young. The open man here, Renfro. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Let's go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Campbell making the catch. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Come on.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Again, it's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Ready.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Ready.
They go up the middle with Campbell. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers get a bit closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Open man is Duvernay. 7 yards there and a first down.
Ready, ready.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Blue strike. Set.
Ritter now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
That is caught, and he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready, set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Opposite. Green. Hut.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, 27 yards. And the Falcons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And it's fielded at the 34. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Again, it's Robinson. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 23-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ready,
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Second down and a run by Robinson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Ready?
They'll run with Robinson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. 103 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Young. That's caught by Mingo right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the long. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all.
Yeah. First off, my name Toe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got